Bike sharing contains information about the hourly and daily rental counts of bikes in a bike sharing system from 2011 to 2012. It combines rental data with corresponding weather and seasonal information to provide insights into how environmental factors influence bike usage. Bike sharing systems are a modern approach to traditional bike rentals, where the process of renting and returning bike is automated. This data set records factors like weather and seasonal variations. It contains valuable data for analyzing urban mobility, traffic patterns, and their connections to environmental and health issues. The data set acts as a virtual sensor for everything important events in the city, for understanding important events in the city. As bike usage patterns offer flex changes in city dynamics. This is a rich source. This data set is the resource for exploring patterns in bike usage and the impact for external factors, whether on user behavior. It is especially useful for predictive modern tasks. Did I mean? Before analyzing the data, it is essential to pre-process the dataset. In this case, I employed data cleaning and missing value handling. Data cleaning focuses on correcting errors and ensuring uniformity, while handling missing data involves addressing gaps by either filling them or removing incomplete entries. These preparatory steps are critical for achieving accurate and defendable analysis. Why that pre-process is important? Data cleaning and handling missing data play a vital role in making the dataset clear and complete. Errors or gaps in the data can result to misleading outcomes or confuse the model during analysis. By correcting inaccuracies and filling in missing values, the datasets becomes accurate and reliable, ensuring that both the analysis and predictions are valid. In the coming presentation, I will emphasize evaluating the result of clustering and classification techniques. The analysis will focus on the effectiveness of each method in terms of accuracy, interpretability, and practical applicability. Clustering outcomes will be analyzed based on the coherence of the form groups and the relevance to the problem at hand, while classification performance will be assessed using metrics like accuracy, precision, and recall. This output describes the results of machine learning experiment using a decision table classifier in WECA. The model was trained on a dataset with 731 instances and 16 attributes using tenfold cross-validation. The decision table built 66 rules and used a feature selection method, or bet first, to identify the most predictive attributes, selecting attributes 14, 15, and 16. The model achieved a high correlation coefficient of 0.98, indicating strong agreement between predictions and actual values. Errors were relatively low, with a mean absolute error of 208.50 and a root mean squared error of 345.46. The relative absolute error and root relative squared error were only 13.17% and 17.83%, respectively, demonstrating the model performed significantly better than the baseline prediction. It took just 0.12 seconds to build the model, making it efficient and highly effective for these datasets. From visualization, the graphs appears to be a scatter plot generated in WECA Explorer, where x-axis represent the variable attempt, likely feels like temperature or adjusted temperature values, Y-axis represents the variable CNT, possibly the count of some events or items. Examples are bike rentals, sales, or user activity. Color coding represents clusters of range of CNT values. Observation of clusters. Left lower region, cooler blue tones, represent instances where both attempt and CNT are low. It indicates situations with cooler adjusted temperatures and fewer counts. For example, this could relate to lower user engagement during colder or less favorable conditions. Middle regions. Green tones. As attempt increases moderately, the CNT values starts to rise, forming a dense middle cluster. This suggests that moderate temperatures correlate with increased activity or counts. Upper right region, warmer orange tones. Display high CNT values with higher attempt levels. It indicates that favorable or higher adjusted temperatures results in the highest count or activity levels. For example, during warm, pleasant weather, users may engage more actively. Attempt corresponds to higher counts. The color gradient implies smooth transitions between the clusters rather than the distinct separations, possibly reflecting gradual trends rather than sharp boundaries. The scatter plot indicates a positive correlation between the attempt adjusted temperature and CNT count or activity level. As the attempt increases, the CNT value also rises, suggesting that the higher adjusted temperatures are associated with greater activity or engagement. The data clusters show three key trends: low counts at lower temperatures, moderate counts at mid-range temperatures, and high counts at higher temperatures. As for the recommendations to the dataset owner, I recommend optimize for higher engagement periods. Focus on activities or promotions during favorable or higher adjusted temperature periods, as they lead to higher user engagement or counts. Further analyze external factors. Explore other influencing variables, for example, time, day of the week, or weather conditions, to better understand what drives engagement besides temperature. Data cleaning and feature engineering ensures that the dataset is clean, and consider adding features like categorical labels, for example, low, moderate, high activity, to facilitate deeper.